let's talk about Mayweather and
Yeah.
the Logan fight.
Okay.
Okay, by the way, Mayweather. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but Mayweather went to the Bitcoin conference, and one of the rules at the Bitcoin conference is not to talk about any other coins. And Mayweather rocked up to the Bitcoin conference in an Ethereum shirt,
Nice.
and then he started talking about like obscure coins, and he was getting booed actually when he said that. Oh, I think there's a coin that might be bigger than Bitcoin, and then he got booed, and
Mm-hmm.
he replied saying, "Hey, it's the same as Uber and Lyft."
Yeah.
And he thought it was a mic drop moment, and then they booed him some more. I just felt bad for the guy. Um, but point being, Mayweather's a really good businessman. I heard just from his trunks alone, he made 30 million in the fight. I think in total he made 80 million, and Logan Paul made 20.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all a mix of things from his trunks that where they had QR codes on the trunks,
Mm-hmm.
um, and PPV. So how
Pay per
many
view.
eyes are on them? Pay-per-view, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's about it, right? So
Yeah.
this huge cash grab.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, yeah. Like Adam said, yeah. The fight was, well, it was bad, man. Like honestly, like it's. Honestly, I'm much more impressed by Logan Paul than Mayweather because like he tried at least. Okay, he might
Yeah,
have hugged him too much, but he tried. Mayweather didn't even seem to try, and he's like a world class athlete. He's a world class boxer. He's one of the best to ever do it, and he doesn't even try. Like I don't know. It just honestly it felt disrespectful to boxing fans. You want to go for a show? I assume Logan Paul fans were fine and they had what they were going for. That's fine. But Mayweather fans, they must have been disappointed. Like this guy
yeah,
who used to be a calculated killer, super defensive master, got beaten by a guy who started practicing boxing 2 years ago. Well, got beaten, whatever. No, not defeated the guy properly who started doing boxing years ago. That was bad.
Did
And
you say he was about to get defeated? Is that what you said?
no. He did. I said he didn't defeat him properly.
Oh, you
In
didn't
that
defeat him
sense,
properly.
yeah.
Yeah, I honestly I have this little bit of a conspiracy about it because I do feel like at one point it looked like Logan was knocked out and and Mayweather was holding him up. To be honest, it looked like that. And
Yeah, I've seen that.
and I mean, but besides, I think we can agree on the fact that we thought it was a it was a really bad fight. Um, but I think the important thing to notice is that a lot of the biggest UFC fighters have never gotten 20 million a fight, right? So they're
True.
asking
Yeah.
themselves like, how is this possible? And what's sad about the whole situation is the fact that sadly, it's not the best fighters that get the most money, so to say. This is about viewership. And Logan Paul has had a YouTube career, right? And has hundreds of millions of um, watchers. And what makes the money is unfortunately not the best fighters, which is sad for the UFC people and some of the boxing people. What makes the money is the viewers. And unfortunately, Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather got the most viewers to tune in because these days what we want to see is a freak show. Because this is what it is. Because you watch the thing and you couldn't actually believe what you were watching because like it was like a giant versus a midget. If you really
I
think
mean,
about it looks so strange, really. And I think give the people what they want to see. So it was interesting to see it, but it ended up being a poor fight, and I think it is sad for the sport of boxing. But I think people don't care about that. People just wanted to see a freak show, really. And it was a bit odd to see that because it was interesting because it was like Logan Paul is so like enormous, and for Mayweather to be closing in on him like somebody, you know what I mean, like going in like this and stuff, it was it was a bit absurd to see. So I guess that part of the fight was interesting to me, and just interesting what, you know, the culture's interested in watching. I think that's also something that makes me curious. So I wonder what's going to happen next. There's going to be more exhibition fights. You have YouTubers versus TikTokers. Is it, has it already happened, or is this coming out soon or something? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but like I think Logan Paul fought that KSI dude, and basically they're both YouTubers, so that has already happened. And dude,
Yeah,
the whole thing with popular people just fighting for money, like for the viewership, it's nothing
you
new.
you you
It's
don't like it,
no, honestly, I don't mind it in the sense like the way he did it with Logan Paul and KSI. That's fine. How Askren did it with his brother, that's also somewhat fine. The guy is a retired fighter, it's fine. Well, not arguably, Mayweather said he's also retired. But I don't know, man. Like Askren was never the best boxer, but like I don't know. It honestly, it was disgraceful for Mayweather. And you talked about like people who are good entertainers, like Conor McGregor. Like okay, he's obviously on the negative right now, but when he was at top of his game with his like showmanship, dude, he was fighting people and winning, and he was doing it in an amazing fashion. That's super awesome. I can live with that. I honestly, I'm not much for the disrespect and the showmanship. I appreciate it because I know, because for most of them it's a tactic. I respect that, but at least go in there and like I don't know, do something. Just
right?
coming
Right.
there and not even trying hard enough. Like again, dude, people are supposedly have spent their hard-earned money to see you fight. Like either fight properly or don't. I'm super curious if Mayweather ever does an exhibition match again, what the numbers will be. Because I assume they're going to be much smaller than they were now.
It's hard. It's hard to go higher up from here because this was the oddest thing that you were able to see. All of the next fights, they're interesting. I mean, Jake Paul is, fighting against this UFC UFC champion. It'll be interesting. Um, and then you have the YouTube versus TikTok stuff, but I'm not interested in any of that. I'm not gonna watch any of it. I might watch the Jake Paul thing. But the other thing that's interesting too is that the space that Logan Paul and Jake occupy in the public's minds now, because Jake, I think he hacked something that Conor McGregor hacked, that Mayweather hacked, which is that people want to see you lose,
Oh yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they want to see you. It's almost like they want to see you lose more than they want to see the fight, so to say. So you have somebody that's just disrespectful as Jake Paul. You have somebody that's as disrespectful as uh, as Conor McGregor, and you watch and you wonder, is this cocky guy gonna lose? And you really wonder. And I think this is what's happening with Jake, because I find this in myself as well. I want to watch the fight to see Jake lose because he's been so disrespectful, and I can't even. I don't know. I can't imagine it going on without this guy getting knocked out cold by
I
somebody.
I don't even have that. Like seriously, I think one of the things I told you after the fight was I have massive respect for him now. Like he tried and he worked his ass off and he
Hold on,
actually
I'm talking about Jake. I'm talking about Jake Paul.
okay. Well,
But I guess
even
it's the
that
same with
guy.
Logan. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
even
the same.
even that guy. Like Jake is obviously a bit more yeah, uh idiotic, but
Yeah,
then again, he himself also trained, which is good for him. And I appreciate that. And actually, the fight with Ben Askren was much cleaner and much more obvious who won and why why that person won. Ben Askren was just worse than Jake, and that's it. That's
yeah,
fine. But with Logan Paul, I would have been interested in seeing him win, and he didn't perform badly, so I didn't tune in to see him win or lose. It just, you know. But I'm definitely. I don't think I watched the Mayweather versus Conor one, but I watched this one. But I don't think I'm gonna watch ever a Mayweather fight again, another showcase, because I already thought his style was super boring. So why would I do it anymore? I know he's not even gonna try. So
So what do you mean? This style is super boring? The one where he sort of ducks all of the punches, waits till the
yeah,
fights
yeah, yeah.
run out, and then
His defensive style isn't the most entertaining thing to watch. I'm sure it's super athletic and smart and strategically wise, it's awesome. I I'm not entertained by it.
hmm.
Yeah,
So are you
it's
entertained by Ali? Watching his
yes,
fights and stuff?
yeah, but also Tyson Fury. I love Tyson Fury. Like his style is so amazing,
Very, very unorthodox.
very unorthodox, and
Yeah.
he's this big massive guy. He's moving like he's so much lighter. He's doing all this stuff and that dude fight. He's super awesome, man. I love his fighting style.
And he comes to the fight and he looks like he just woke up. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
hey, they told me I should come here, so I'm here,
Yeah,
and I'll just beat the best boxers.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see, man. There's Anthony Joshua still in the works. There's some kind of back and forth about it that I don't understand.
No, it's done.
But
He's not fighting Joshua anymore.
he's not
He's
fighting
gonna
with Joshua.
fight Wilder again because they contested it in court and Wilder won. And now they're gonna fight, I think, in July
Okay,
again.
looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I would have loved to see Anthony Joshua fight. So hold on,
yeah.
who did Tyson Fury win against again? Was it Anthony Joshua?
No, Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder. Okay. And who and Anthony Joshua lost to this Mexican guy, right? To the
Yeah,
fat
Andy Ruiz.
Mexican guy.
Yeah,
That was so shocking, wasn't it?
yeah. But the
Crazy.
guy can also box pretty good.
Yeah. You can box. You can box. He's not one to be joked with. Okay,
Yeah,
I
but
guess we can
this
wrap it up.
we can wrap it up. And this was a bit of a sport tangent, but it
Yes.
does have it is connected to making money, at least
Oh
the
yeah.
beginning of it.
That's what we
So
got the idea for the name of the podcast
true,
from.
true, true.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. Thanks
We
for
shall
everybody who
be
tuned in.
we shall be back. Mr.
We will
Lucky.
be back.
Love this guy. And your sister,
Yeah.
right? She's in.
Yeah. Yeah, I told you. She's helping me with everything. She's always there for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, dude.
Have a good one, guys. See you later.
Have a good evening.